Go. Started.
Oh, no. I love that show.
Alright, so we are back. This is the revisit / continuation, the season pass, I guess, of Travis Strikes Back. And now you can see us. Hello.
Noot.
So, yeah, I guess we're gonna go through and see the rest of what people made for us.
Noot.
We already figured out how to get Shinobu, so I guess if there is another game that we have to do, we will do it with Shinobu. But we have to go into the car because this is the Badman Strikes Back, the story of Badman's life. So, I hope you enjoy the revisit / continuation of No More Heroes 3, Travis Strikes Back. So, let's go ahead and see what they pretty much packed for us. This DLC actually came out at the end of February. It was like the last week of February, so we are kind of in a situation where we could have played this right when it came out, but I was doing my Kingdom Hearts playthrough during that time. So if you want to watch that, you can just look at my other videos and see that and watch me fail.
I mean, you won the second time you did it.
It's okay. Just so you know, I'm not a professional. Just
he's not a professional Kingdom Hearts player.
If you want to see a realistic person play this game, not somebody that's gonna be like hardcore, then you came to the right channel.
Yeah.
Alright.
And by the way, we're renaming the channel.
Yeah, this is probably gonna be the end once we cap off the rest of the No More Heroes series, and once I actually get the secret ending for Kingdom Hearts, that will be the end of the name of this stream. I will try to port over everything to my new stream, but I just felt like we should go with a more realistic name. So, alright, this is Badman. I think you should take over for Badman.
I should be Batman.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
be
should be Batman.
Not like that though.
Have you ever seen the Grand Reaper before? What the fuck? Do you even know the Grand Reaper? Okay then, here's a little star for you. It was about 7, maybe 8 years ago. Back when I was a little more normal than now. Just a little bit. It was raining and the roads were slick like a seal's back. I was driving down the highway in my truck. Guy named Cole was sitting in the passenger seat. You know, Cole Sprouse. In the back with the cargo, there were 2 younger guys, Dylan and someone else. The cargo was the shit called White Crystal. Ooh. It was close to 100% pure, and the fiends all loved it.
Breaking Bad stuff.
Cole was sitting there talking about food. Like, that's all he could fucking talk about.
I believe it. You know, recently I had this one thing that was delicious. It was stewed beef brains, and you eat that shit with some rubbish sauce.
You want some cookies?
Nah.
Okay. I'll be right back. I want cookies.
Can you get me a drink?
Yes.
The second you pop it in your mouth, it melts, and this rich, creamy flavor just explodes. I got the ultimate umami aftertaste. I even feel like I maybe got smarter and shit. Wanna be
I gotta be Birkin too, like the bags? Like Birkin bags?
I didn't realize there's a term called Birkin bags.
Yeah, that's the brand. What the fuck? You talking about eating the cow brains and shit?
Yeah, man. There's this other shit called tete de veau. It's not just the brains, it's the whole head stewed. Oh, so
Ew.
it's actually if you ever had, I believe it's pozole. It's actually stewed head.
I don't want none of that. That sounds disgusting.
It's actually like one of the most delicious.
No thank you. Not for me.
You'll see one of these days when people are gonna be like, that shit's delish. The gelatinous part of the skin on the head is just divine.
Why the hell would you even think to eat some cow brains? Exactly.
Try it, you'll understand. That's exactly what the people in Mexico will tell you too. Oh, I forgot I had Girl Scout cookies.
I have some cookies.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna be bringing up my stale Chips Ahoy. No, that's cool. That's cool. Try it, you'll understand. By the way, yeah, I contributed to my local Girl Scouts, so to all the Girl Scouts out there, I contributed. Try it once and you'll never forget that flavor, man. You'll know how they got, like, monkey brains in China. I've never gotten my hands on them myself, but I want to try that shit at least once before I die. Monkey brains apparently work wonders for, you know, problems with your dong, too.
It's an aphrodisiac.
I guess so.
It was just as I was heading up north on Highway 101, about to turn off into some backwater dirt road.
Oh, you can do it.
I saw a raggedy old black dog limping along the road. It was raggedy. Look at him.
That does look like a raggedy dog. I mean, look at that. Check out that dog! That's an incarnation of the Grim Reaper, you know?
I had no idea what the hell he was talking about. I think he got into the white crystal we were, you know, pushing. But
Yeah,
I
right?
had a bad feeling. Then I was coming out of a turn and I saw this big ass trailer sitting right in the middle of the fucking road. It was obviously parked there to block off traffic. I slammed on the brakes and suddenly 3, maybe 4 more cars showed up behind us. It's a setup! A fucking ambush?
Looks like it, huh? Someone playing this.
They want the white crystal. But we gotta let the guys in the back know.
There's too many of them to fight off. I love this song, the music.
The fuck do we do now?
Listen to the music.
Mountains on the right, cliffs to the left. We can't run.
Punch it in reverse. That's the only way out.
What? Ram 'em? That's fucked. Let's do it.
I didn't say Ramo.
What? I said ram 'em.
Not a bad spur of the moment plan.
Oh, that's my... Not a bad spur of the moment plan. Go had a big mouth, but he was still a pro bodyguard.
I did have a big mouth.
Cole Sprouse is a pro bodyguard?
Yeah.
But he's so skinny.
No, you got swole.
Okay.
Kind of like Nick Jonas.
He's swollen in a nasty way though. I grabbed the clutch, shoved the truck in reverse, and punched the gas. That's what she said.
Yeah, but he had to get swole for a reason. Because if he wasn't taking care of his body, then he would have really bad health issues.
I mean, he was born with diabetes.
Yeah, but he had like really bad diabetes.
That's
So
when it happened. The diabetes.
happened.
Nick Jonas is gonna sue us for copyright infringement.
Yeah, don't sue us. I'll support you. This is my stream.
I like your chin music. I could see the old black dog in the corner of my eye. And then it turned into Nick Jonas. The beanies and all.
Uh-oh.
They did not hit the dog.
Oh.
I remember Cole aiming his python and shooting me right in the left fucking ear. That's what she said. To be exact, he was aiming for the guy behind me and missed and hit me instead. A sound like church bells rang inside my head and I thought I'd gone deaf. Then warm blood starts flowing down my face and now I can't see shit either. I knew that the guy behind me had done Cole. That's what he said. Cole had been chewing my ear off about eating brains for lunch or whatever. And now, there he was, his own brains blown out all over the place. For all I know, them monkey brains were the last thing to go through his own brains before a bullet did. That's when I lost consciousness. Of course, I should have been killed too. But I wasn't. I was unconscious and covered in blood, so they probably assumed my ass was dead. Just his ass. So I figured that's why the Grim Reaper only took Cole with him to the next world. Which is why, you know, a huge fucking mistake. To be continued.
This is interesting. Oh, we're already getting into part 2. Beanball! Basically, probably baseball in Boston. Beantown.
Pop the car and have it yacht. Isn't that how they talk?
Yeah.
The calamities continued. With the cargo we were hauling ripped off, my boss
Castiglione.
Castroni was fucking pissed. I didn't even want to know what kind of mess up shit that old man could have done back in the day. But I knew he was the type to dish out discipline. Ooh.
Just so you know, Frank Castle's alias once he had to go basically into Winter's protection was Pete Castiglione.
Can we stop talking about TV shows? Because we already got a copyright.
I like the Punisher. I'm not saying anything bad about it.
For 40 years, he led the organization busting schools and raking in cash all along the Pacific Northwest. He was real old school and real stubborn, like a bull. Even worse, the guy he sent out, Mosca. His connections had got him a spot in the organization, but he was just a young punk, thick as pig shit. Pig shit stick?
I guess so.
Probably got told to jack me up real good. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm getting terrible connections. He talked about how bad old boy liked to diss out discipline, and now he's talking about getting jacked up. I've got some images in my head that aren't.
I know. This is...
With his new toy, me, right in front of his eyes. You could tell he was already high on adrenaline. Oh, this is going exactly how I wanted it to go.
And it's actually getting pretty long. Yeah. Like some of these were getting shorter and shorter.
Okay, yours.
Alright.
You can be Moscow.
Let's see. That looks like a ambiguous gendered person.
Oh, you called him a him in the last slide.
It was a him?
Yeah.
Alright, then I will...
At least that's what Badman called him. We don't know what he identified as.
Exactly.
Just do a regular voice.
Alright. Hey, Birkin. I can't figure out if your luck is great or if it sucks. But either way, you're in some real shit now. And that shit is starting to stack real high.
Is it pig shit? We already found out it was thick.
Well, if it's thick, it can stack up.
Yeah. Taking that slug to the ear, I look like a regular Van Gogh with my face all bandaged up. Oh yeah, Van Gogh cut his ear off and mailed it to the woman he loved.
Which was foolish, but...
Mosca stood there, tweaking the bandage with a knife while he went on talking his shit.
You used to be in the major leagues, right? That's pretty badass, huh? So, you're pretty famous, or what? Apparently you were some kind of batter prodigy. Ended up as a pinch hitter, yeah?
What's a pinch hitter?
A pinch hitter is when you got a person that normally is in the lineup and you sub them out for like a person that's like a professional hitter. Typically in the National League where the pitcher still bats, like once his third time in the lineup comes through, usually you're gonna throw in a pinch hitter in there and then sub him out.
Okay.
So he's just like a substitute hitter, or someone that's probably a little bit more dangerous. Also, they do it in certain situations where, like, oh, this person is throwing left-handed, and you have a left-handed batter coming in. So statistically, the right-handed batter would have a better chance, so you pinch hit with a right-handed batter.
Okay.
Something like that.
I understand.
Okay. Well, look at your sorry ass now. The fuck you even doing? Getting your shit ripped off while you're taking a little nap. I guess all you're good at now is fucking up, huh? Whatever. Been a while since I played me some baseball.
Baseball. The pitching machine was the arm loading type. Probably Japanese.
That's cool.
That shiny ass arm launched at 95 miles per hour ball right at my goddamn face. But I was fine. I dodged that first ball like nothing.
Yeah. Second
ball, too. Mosca started feeling all frustrated and screaming like a little bitch.
Hey, old man! Quit moving, goddammit!
Give him a southern
What
accent.
the hell, man? Somebody fasten that asshole's head in place for me. Wait, hold up. Yeah, here we go.
Mosca rewrapped the bandage around my face, made it into a blindfold.
Nice.
Then he just stood back and watched. But no blindfold was gonna stop my ass.
Well,
just his ass. I thought maybe I could dodge the balls by listening for the sound. Seriously. You know, how many years I spent playing baseball? Me and the old bat and ball go way the fuck back. And he got knocked upside the head.
He did.
Absolutely. But my left ear was ringing like a bastard. It was basically useless. I knew it. I'd forgotten about that. I took the next ball right to the fucking face. First strike, my brains were wobbling like jelly. Time suddenly stood still. I pissed myself. Second strike, it felt like getting hit in the cheek by a goddamn meteor. I was really, really fucking mad. Mad at Mosca. Like, if this was torture, I understand. Torture was a purpose. It has a purpose at least. But Mosca was just some fucking punk kid who got his jollies off on violence. I bet he did. The kind of asshole who definitely beats his women. Apparently, beating up old men was almost as fun. And this dick showed absolutely no respect for me, his shiny new toy. He was just playing target practice. That's when the third ball hit me right in the nose. Third strike, I blacked out. I knew he was gonna get hit.
Again.
This darkness appeared out of nowhere. Swallowed my bloody ass, just his ass, right up. All of a sudden, I was up on the batting cage ceiling. Like I was floating. I was totally conscious and calm. I could see my physical body lying on the floor. A group of guys were standing over me looking down. I was up there looking down on these guys. Then I was swallowed up by the darkness again. I started moving through the darkness. Next, this light appeared. It was like this being of light was reaching its hand out to me. This is a lot of reading.
I know.
So I reached out to it myself. And I saw that it was the old black dog.
Eerie.
The dog was laughing, showing its fangs. I was fucking scared. Looking at this dog's face like some kind of gag, it fucking terrified me. A feeling of fear blew up in me. A hydrogen bomb. Fear blew up in me. A hydrogen bomb explosion? Was that translated incorrectly?
The fearing of fear blew up in me. A hydrogen bomb explosion.
Yeah, it should say like.
Maybe it was like... I kind of understand it, but yeah, probably like would have fit a little bit better.
Like a hydrogen bomb explosion. I let out a scream. Ah! That's how he screamed. Ah! Ah! And suddenly I was staring up at a hospital room ceiling. You get it? The Grim Reaper. He'd been riding me like a pony. Like genuine. Let's do... Okay, let's not get another copyright strike.
Alright. That's probably as much as we can probably end up singing it.
Right? Okay, part 3. More reading.
Yay! This is his backstory after all. This is in the basement.
I woke up in the hospital, it was like I'd come back from the dead.
In the basement of the hospital.
Doctor in charge was
Castiglione's
Casserole's payroll. He stuck my nose, cheekbones, jaw, and skull back together again like a jigsaw puzzle.
Fettuccine.
Then set my face in place with a face guard so it wouldn't dissolve back into pig shit again.
Mastacholi.
This bad boy right here. In the hospital, I figured out why I was still alive. The third ball had knocked me out, and just as the fourth was about to put me down for the dirt nap, a guy named Greco, the Gecko, apparently stopped the machine. What a real fucking sweetheart. He had sweet ass too. Moscow must have been pissed. He was all set on killing my ass and dressed his ass off. The doc said the brain damage was pretty serious. Warned me to keep still and quiet for a while after getting out of the hospital. I literally had some screws loose in my head. But I had something I wanted to do when I got out. I wanted to take my daughter out to eat. I wanted to sit down with her in our favorite diner and eat some nice, tasty ass roast beef with gravy. Ooh, that sounds good. I want some roast beef with gravy.
I don't mind roast beef. I don't know with the gravy.
You hate gravy. When Charlotte came to visit me instead of flowers, she brought me my beer and my bat. Aww. She was a good kid like that.
That bad girl.
She was still a little girl, but she really got me. I get pissed off seeing flowers for sick people. I just need some beer. Vodka would have done too.
Vodka.
That and my trusty old Louisville Slugger. Do you ever have a Louisville Slugger?
I did.
Yeah, I did too when I played softball. I feel at peace when my bat's by my side. Charlotte knew that. That fucking punk showed up for a visit too. It was around the day before I was set to leave. Mosca shows up carrying a pink bouquet. Of course it's pink. Little asshole. Motherfucker looked like I was gonna pop the question to me or something. Gecko, the guy who helped me out, was right there behind him. For some reason, Moscow seemed scared as shit. Pig shit. But the whole time he grinned like a dick.
What a dick.
Dicks can smile?
Yeah.
He comes and stands next to my bed and starts with some crazy bullshit.
Birkin! I really did you wrong. I went too far the last time we met.
The fuck are you talking about?
Listen, you gotta believe me. I wasn't trying to kill you.
Then what the fuck was that?
I was just kinda, you know, I was high and I was a little fucked up at the time. Without being crossfaded.
The fuck are you so scared of? Why you acting like a little bitch, huh?
You just go ahead and sleep. You don't need to get up. Everything's cool, right?
Nah, son. That's not how that works. Hearing that, I got right there in love. Damn straight I did.
No, really, please, don't get up. You're fucking terrifying.
I picked up my little buddy resting there in bed. I tucked him in earlier. And took a full swing right at Mosca's face. Mosca dropped to the floor, splaying blood from his mouth and nose. Droplets of blood splattered on those shitty fucking flowers. Gecko looked down at Mosca on the floor and goes, "Well, goddamn!" That's what his face says that he says it like that. Well, goddamn! Okay.
One swing and you broke his neck. You sure didn't disappoint.
Aw, poor Mosca. I like that name.
It was a cool name,
Mosca?
but
Mosca.
since I personally felt like somebody had to die. I mean, there's gotta be tragedy in the backstory, especially if you're gonna be in this game.
Well, we already know who dies. Bad girl.
Well, she didn't die.
Eventually, they're gonna get to the point where she dies.
Alright, spoiler, in the first game you kill her.
If they've seen the other parts of the playthrough, they know. Okay, whatever. This was my first kill, but even so, I didn't really feel anything special. Even I thought that was kind of weird. I felt that all the shit going down was Mosca's fault. But it's not exactly like I had it out for him. It was just, he was the one that loosened those screws in my head. After that, I went and got me a new job. Killing! Gecko headhunted me. He said instead of a pay-by-the-day driver, he wanted to give me a new yearly contract. He told me that having a good, stable job would be the best for my daughter, and I was convinced. Yes, because killing is just a regular old 9-to-5.
It is.
Gecko was a freelance headhunter and agent, and he worked with the organization for a long time.
Long time.
Apparently, he'd gotten the okay from Gasoline. Made him promise not to take revenge for what I did to Moscow. In exchange, I had to give priority to any organization-sponsored jobs. I took the offer. From then on, I spent my days swinging my buddy. That sounds like a euphemism for something else.
Oh, yeah.
Out hunting heads day in and day out.
And if you're watching this live stream, this is a TVMA.
It's a TVMA game, so you're not. If you're a kid, you're not supposed to be watching this anyway. I took to this job like any old worn-in uniform. It was like this was the day it was supposed to be. Who would have thought that I was good at anything other than baseball, huh? So that's how I became an assassin. To be continued. More reading.
Probably. More?
Yep.
Oh.
She's so bad. Oh, she's a bad girl.
Alright, hopefully this is going to take too long. Otherwise, we should have done this a long time ago.
You know, sometimes people ask me, why go so far as to bat to kill your targets? To use a bat to kill your targets.
Yeah, I read it the way that you read it too.
Me? I don't get why I should be using anything else. Not like I've been using a bat I've been using a bat since I was a kid, so I'm just used to it or whatever. It's because when I grab a bat, everything after that just comes naturally and I can act on instinct. All I gotta do when I find my target is zero in the center and hit it with a bat's sweet spot. Woo! If that target happens to be some dude's head, then that head's owner gets cured of breathing real quick. For me, it just don't work with anything besides the bat. Bat and people make requests. People asking me to please, oh please, take some guy's head off with a bat. The world is full of varying types of people with varying types of needs. Now, asking someone to kill a guy with a bat, I wouldn't go so far as to say it's major, but it's not exactly a minor kind of need either. When Charlotte disappeared, it was right around the time I'd gotten used enough to this job to spout wisdom like that. You know what? I think that's just how he talks.
Yeah.
I think that's just how Badman talks. That's his dialect. He was all grown up. So I wouldn't have been surprised if she was out fucking around with some asshole. Her dad, mom, and I were like that back in the day. But that wasn't exactly what was going on. One day I got a video sent to my phone. And so I hit play on this weird, mysterious ass video. First there's this huge fat fuck standing there holding a chainsaw. Facing him is some broad all dressed up in some kind of weird costume or something. It's Charlotte.
Oh, that's the girl
Charlotte's
from earlier.
holding a bat in her hands. The one-on-one battle kicks off. I was right about her fucking with some asshole, but I was expecting a different kind of fucking. Yeah, you were. The fights start and Charlotte throws the bat all of a sudden. I don't remember ever teaching her how to fight by throwing your precious bat. In fact, I never actually taught her how to fight in the first place.
Nope.
The spinning back landed a clean hit right in that big fat fuck's left leg. While he's bent over in pain, Charlotte goes over and picks up the bat, and she swings the bat all the way back like a golf club. Fat Boy's head shakes like it's gonna pop, and his teeth fly right out of his face.
Gruesome.
I laugh my ass off. Charlotte moves back in to follow up. She brings the bat down on the crown of Fat Boy's head 21 times in all.
21 pilots.
Yes. Don't sue us. The video ends, and it takes all of 5 minutes for a chill to finally run down my spine. The look on Charlotte's face, I had never seen it before. She had the kind of eyes you only see in the dead. Her looks, her behavior, the whole setting. It was all so fucking unreal. From that point on, these videos started getting sent to me regularly. The videos were always sent to my phone, but I had no idea who was sending them. I never got a reply. I get a new video every few days. Charlotte kept on fighting all kinds of people. Each time, she'd always land the finishing blow. These are the same pictures they already used. Started to realize something after watching all these videos. My daughter had become some woman I didn't know. Her name was Bad Girl. She was like an assassin doll locked in some kind of unreal space. It was like she'd killed too many people and had become this fictitious idol in an imaginary world. I'm surprised I got that word right.
Right? Like, right. I would have said it wrong the first time.
And it was that fucking asshole Travis who killed that idol.
Dun dun dun! I spoiled something, but
we all already knew.
You should have if you played the first game.
Or you watched this playthrough. Core Sense, number 5. 5. Not 5.
This better be the last one.
I hope
it looks
so.
like we're already leading into where people should have already been caught up on his backstory.
When Charlotte was about 4 or 5 years old, I used to call her Charlie. That was about when I taught her how to swing a bat. Yeah, Charlie's a common name for people named Charlotte.
Yeah, I like that.
Listen up, Charlie. You need to find the center of the bat. Fill around and find the bat's core. And find the core of the ball too. Slam the cores together and that ball will fly for miles. You could even knock it to the moon. Learn to find the center. Okay, try swinging the bat. The final video was sent to me on a humid summer night. I can't remember how many I'd gotten at this point. But every time I'd get one, I'd automatically grab my phone and watch it. What the hell else was I supposed to do? So, feeling like I had a top quality hangover, I grabbed my phone and glued myself to the screen. Just like Bad Girl, I turned into a junkie. Uh-oh. When the final video started, I saw Travis. It only took me a second to figure out this asshole called Travis was gonna win the fight to the death. Meaning, Bad Girl was gonna die. You got any fucking clue how hard it is to watch your own kid get killed? Even if that kid had turned into someone else. Everything had happened someplace else, a place where there wasn't jack shit I could do about it. Inside the screen of my phone. Do you even have kids? Whatever, doesn't matter anyway. Travis was overwhelming. Even if the battle itself was pretty close, he really had this unique presence. Travis Touchdown was a kind of hero. Bad Girl was an eccentric villain character. The video made that much painfully clear. And then Bad Girl was dead. Her death just didn't seem real. At that moment, I thought maybe this world itself was some kind of fucked up simulation. Yeah, I know. Everyone tries to escape reality when faced with shit they don't want to deal with. It was the same when her mother died. And now, with my daughter gone, I was all alone again. I no longer had to work to provide for my family, but there was nothing left for me anymore. Except for revenge!
Dun dun dun!
Then I thought about a few things. Simple questions that anyone would have had. What exactly made Charlotte turn out like that? Who sent me all those videos? Were they the ones who took Charlotte away, got her all fucked up like that? And then who locked her up in that weird ass world? And for what? I got no idea what their motivations were, but it was definitely someone who knows me. And I'm thinking you can fill in the blanks for me. Right? Greco the Gecko?
Yeah.
Okay, please. Please! No more Ah! My... Okay. Change. Like
Alright.
pocket change? What kind of change we're talking about?
It's fine. I figured this much. We always do the dialogue separate from the other part of the stream anyway, so...
Okay.
I was just hoping this was gonna be a short one, just like the last two in the Death Ball series.
Okay,
so I can talk now. Well, it's my turn to tell you something. Your story is interesting enough, but your misunderstanding.
You're miserable.
It's a miserable misunderstanding of few things. First, as you know, I work as a headhunter. I scope out good recruits and refer them to the organization. Sometimes, I even dabble in HR development.
Really?
That's actually kind of cool that he actually develops people in human resources. But assassins are especially sought after. There are several types of assassins. Your second are the slightly atypical psychopath type.
Can you just talk in a plain accent, please?
No. You really got the knack for killing.
He doesn't even look like he sounds like that. You gave him a southern accent before you gave him this accent. He has two accents now.
You want me to go back to the other one?
I'm just saying, make it consistent.
I am inconsistent, but that's okay.
Inconsistent? That's me.
I would have.
Go.
You don't seem to remember. The incident at the batting cages. Something happened there. At the time, you were all tied up to a chair, much like I am now. You took 3 balls to the face from the pitching machine and seemed to have passed out. But just as the next ball came flying in, you stood up suddenly and caught the ball barehanded. I don't even know how you got out of the ropes that were tying you down. You grabbed the bat and lunged at the pitching machine. You were howling. Everyone was shocked and they ran after you. They really beat the shit out of you. Your abnormal behavior freaked everyone out. Mosca turned green and just stood there, petrified. That's how intense your explosive energy was. It took guys 10 full minutes to knock you out. You had stopped moving, but you still had the pulse. Mosca tried to finish you off, and I stopped him. I had a bit of a revelation. Sometimes this sort of thing just happens. A special ability suddenly springing into bloom. Your violent nature and skills became fully apparent in the hospital room when you beat Mosca to death. That's when I decided to headhunt you. But then I met a even more impressive wunderkind. I like the way that it's spelled, wunderkind. That's right, your daughter. I first met Charlotte while you were still basically just a vegetable in that coma. She was still in her teens and she had your eyes.
Those beautiful eyes.
Those devious eyes years later, while you were away from home working as an assassin. I made contact with Charlotte and tested out a little experiment I'd been waiting to try. I kidnapped her and I brought her face to face with her fear of death. Her being a lady and all, there was no way I was going to damage that pretty face with the pitching machine. Plus, it was a bit of a hassle anyway, so I was used to an electric chair.
I use an electric chair.
So I used an electric chair for my experiment instead. I sat her down and hit her with voltage that would almost but not quite kill her. I was hoping that a near-death experience would help bring her true abilities as it did with you. The results were astonishing. Something that had been dormant deep down inside of her, something terrifying had awakened. Being your daughter, she had your eyes and blood, but so young she was also very pliable. Her skills surpassed even yours, and she was faithful to her instincts as well. It was Charlotte herself who said she wanted to go to get in on the ranked assassin battles, you know. She also asked me to film her while killing. Now, don't be too surprised, but she also asked me to send you the videos. I think she simply wanted your praise. There's no way to be certain now, of course. The final movie, however, even I was somewhat conflicted about sending it to you. But losing Batgirl saddened me. Believe me, it much is true.
That much is true.
That much is true. My dyslexia gets the best of me.
Yeah.
But losing... to think the bad girl lost in battle and lost her life. I wanted to tell you myself so that you could share my feelings. That's really all I wanted.
Is that so? Can I say something? I'm gonna fucking kill you.
What is it?
You're the psychopath, pal.
Oh, I won't deny any abnormality.
My own abnormality.
My
Where'd you
own,
get any? Okay. Just read it so we can finish
No.
this. I'm not. Just read it.
But then again, everyone has something abnormal about them, like my inability to read. Don't you think?
I'm gonna split your fucking head open in a minute. This is revenge, so there's no other way about it. After I kill you, I'm gonna kill Travis.
I guess that's just the natural flow of things since I've been captured and I've
Captured and
tied
tied
up.
up.
Like this, whatever. But Travis is going to be such an easy kill. Isn't. No, you want to be. You're going to have a rough time there.
What I don't get is why does all of this sound like such total bullshit? None of this seems real. Am I actually dared or what?
I don't even know.
Either when the truck got shut up or when I took those balls to the dome and the Batman cages. Did I just up and die during one of those times? That, or maybe I was still alive and this was the ICU and I was seeing some kind of deathbed nightmare. I
understand how you feel. I do sometimes feel like this world is sort of a virtual reality.
You don't say!
You know how people talk about fate. I feel like so many strange coincidences just like up so perfectly and things happen as they're meant to. It makes me feel like there's someone behind the scenes pulling all the strings.
Like me pressing the A button.
Yes. Yes.
That's the last line.
Or like I've seen the Grim Reaper himself.
This sure is some helpful shit.
How about we finish up this game?
How about we finish up this game? Please.
Yes, please.
Hit him, kill him, and so we can just get to the action, please.
Right. Like, I know nobody watches this part of the live stream, but it's okay.
You gonna be my bad girl?
You want me to be a girl? Yeah, I'll be a bad girl. What the hell is up with all this frustration?
That's what she sounds like?
Yeah. All this killing for jack shit. Fuck this. Fuck all this.
Oh yeah. Next up, Travis touchdown.
Next.
I'm the black dog lurking in that asshole's shadow. I thought it said I'm the black dog lurking in that asshole, and I got really confused.
Yeah, it's...
Like, why would a black dog be lurking in someone's asshole? Alright then. Time to go kill the shit out of that dickhead.
Dickhead.
Dickhead. Okay.
Alright. I
Was
think
that
we
it?
can quit it. Yeah.
Oh.
Click quit.
Is that all we had to do?
Yeah, normally we had to go through some dialogue. Then we go through some
Is there fighting in this?
action. I'm sure there is. Save.
I'll say.
Alright. Let's see what this is gonna...
Sit on the pooper.
Yep. This should unlock something. If it doesn't, then... Oops.
Nope.
Alright, let's see what's going on. I mean, if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Oh, that might have just been 50 minutes of dialogue.
I guess so.
Like the bad dog?
That's gonna lead to the credits. No, it's not, actually. But, yeah. That's just gonna lead to her being mad.
How's it going, dog?
We talk to her, that's gonna go to the credits. I don't know, should we do a live stream of us going through probably our favorite level and have Shinobu as the side character with Travis?
Which one? Not the donuts.
Yeah, we're not
That
gonna
was
do
the
the
worst
donuts. The donuts was like a little ridiculous, but that's what we're gonna do in a follow-up live stream to this. So you just saw the Badman Chronicles and the backstory. A lot of dialogue. Sorry about all the terrible reading. I do not read well, but you know what? We can always try. So, yeah, appreciate you watching this live stream if you are watching it, and yeah, we are gonna go back into main part of the game. So,
Thanks.
yeah,
Thanks
thanks.
for watching. If you watched it, I know it's too much dialogue, so I don't blame you for not watching, honestly.
Pretty much. I will try to put it also in the description that this is also just all dialogue. So until the next stream, which will be followed up shortly, yeah, thank you and see you then.
Yeah, bye-bye.